Good night, everyone. Tonight, God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Irma Jill Spirits of I can give you the shout news on tonight. We're gonna start with Supreme Court to consider prohibiting encourage illegal immigration. You know, so you know, um, that was like months ago. They had illegal immigration had came through the border. Just passed through. And it had some people were encouraged illegal immigration. So now, um, Mr. President trying to come up with a federal law, you know, prohibiting encourage illegal immigration. Now, the justice had took up the President Bennett administration appeal, of a lower court ruling invalidating the law for infringing on rights guaranteed by the First Amendment. So the First Amendment is the United States Constitution that forbids any law that's limited freedom with respect to religion, expression, um, peaceful assembly, or the right of citizens to petition the government. The authors agree that his print are protected by the First Amendment. The First Amendment is they're saying is protected. So now we see the First Amendment a guaranteed protection. It prohibits any law that limited freedom with respect to religion, to expression, people, assembly, or the right of citizens to petition the government. So infringing activity that break the term that make it unauthorized, copy that would infringe the copyright. So infringement is a minor offense that involves breaking a rule or a law. Now, if someone take like your first page of your book and publish it as his own, you know, and copyright, that's infringement. So a pair of immigrant family from Brazil passed through a gap in a border wall to reach the United States after crossing from Mexico to seek asylum. You know, uh, so they climbed the walls. Bypass the border. To seek asylum. So the United States Supreme Court on Friday agreed to hear a bid by Mr. President administration to revive a federal law that make it a criminal offense to encourage illegal immigration after it was struck down by a lower court as a violation of free speech. So the justice had took up the administration appeal of February ruling by the San Francisco based the ninth United States Ninth Circuit, court appeal violating the law for infringement on rights guarantee that's under the United States Constitution First Amendment. Now the Ninth Circuit ruling threw out the part of the conviction of California man. So this California man, Hellman, who had been prosecuted under the law. The federal government accused his deceiving undocumented immigrant. Between 2012 to 2016. Immigrant between 2012 and 2016 by promising them that they could gain United States citizenship, through an adult adoption program operate. So he promised something to them, and he couldn't stick to it. He promised them that they would have United States citizenship, you know. So appear the Ninth Circuit in February ruled that the encouragement, law is unconstitutional because it is overboard and criminalize even commonplace speech that is protected by the first state, advising them about available social service. So they have commonplace by speech, protected by the first state, advising them about valuable social services. So the Ninth Circuit upheld Hansen order conviction in order that he be resentenced. So they want him to be resentenced. He want they want him to be resentenced, and Mr. President Bennett administration urged the Supreme Court to hear the case faulting the appeal code for violating by important tools for combating activity that you know that unlawful in immigration. So he did a lot of awful for immigration, and he also was promising stuff that he could not attain. So the case will be heard during the co-current term, with the ruling due by June the 7th of next year of 2023. So American helping American championing commerce. The government said he's pursuing at least 400. Now he promised 471 people, to join his program. So he had a little program going on, and he had about 471 people. Charging them each up to 10,000, even though uh, he knew that the adult adoption that he taught would not lead to United States citizenship. So he promised that he would get citizenship for the immigrant. And would charge him like 10,000. Even though he knew that adult adoption, that he taught would not lead up to United States citizenship. Now he knew it wasn't gonna lead up, but he still was promising them this, and he still was charging $10,000. So his one was convicted in 2017. Of violating provision of the federal law that barred induction or encourage non-citizenship to enter or reside in the United States illegal as well as male. So he knew it wasn't gonna let up, but he still was promising them a citizenship. So now we talk about infringement on the rights guaranteed by the First Amendment. Illegal immigration passed through a gap in the border wall to reach the United States, crossing from the Mexico to seek asylum. So they were trying to get the asylum. Asylum is find them a place, find them a place to live. Asylum for someone that being prosecuted in this state. Being treated, with being brutalized and everything else. So you are able to apply for this asylum. So they went through so much trouble to try to get to apply for this. They crossed the wall, bypassed the border, and crossed it from Mississippi to seek asylum. So we talked about the federal law criminal offense to encourage to criminal who offense to encourage illegal immigration. So Ninth Circuit consists on a Ninth Circuit Court of Appeal, along with the district and the court in the 15 federal district that comprise the circuit. So it's a lot that's going on. What I just read, it's so much going on. So Mr. President urged the Supreme Court to hear the case following the appeal court for violating by important tools by combating activities that intercede on lawful immigration. So they had illegal immigration was going through the border. That's why I said the Title 42 have to remain, because they have to stop at the border and they have to show proper paperwork. If not, you're gonna be called as an illegal immigrant that's trying to travel to the United States. So that's all the news I have for you on today. If I have any more of the same, that it always will be an update. So I see y'all on the next video, and y'all have a blessed day.